guys. It is Monday, April the 27th, the last week of April already, and we are beginning the 6th week of our online learning. So I know everybody's probably kind of tired of it, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today in our story. Remember to be reviewing those personal information questions: your name, how old are you, and are you a boy or a girl? Work on first and last. You can work on birthdays, addresses, the name of your school, the name of your parents, just any number of things to work on those personal information skills. So I hope you're doing that. I know that it's hard to be a teacher at home. I know you're going to have good days and bad days. And our story today is called Just a Bad Day. So if your child maybe isn't wanting to work, this would be a good story to reference. You can always start again tomorrow if you have a really bad day and the tricks that you've been trying just are not working. No matter how many breaks you're trying, it's just not working. You can always just try again the next day. So I hope this will be an encouragement. We don't have a whole lot of weeks left. But anyway, let's proceed with Just a Bad Day and hear about the little critter's bad day. When I woke up, it was raining. I knew it was going to be a bad day. Look at his mad face. I wanted a bowl of Sugar Krispies for breakfast, but the box was empty. I had to have oatmeal instead. Yuck. I looked for my favorite shirt, but it was dirty. I had to wear a shirt I didn't even like. I wanted to watch cartoons on TV, but they were all reruns. This really was a bad day. So I decided to paint a picture, but my sister had left the tops off all my paints and they were dried up. No. I wanted to play with my new truck, but my dad had stepped on it by accident and broken the wheel. So I decided to put my puzzle together instead. Some of the pieces were missing. This was such a bad day. I asked Mom if I could play in the rain, but she said it's too wet. So I let the dog in to play. But Mom made me put him back outside because he was too wet. I said, but I'm bored. Mom said, why don't you play a game with your sister? I tried to play cards with my sister. She threw them all over the room. Then we played chase, but Mom made us stop because we were too noisy. Please play something that's a little more quiet, Mom said. So we decided to color in our coloring books. I got mad at my sister because she broke some of my crayons. She cried. Mom yelled at both of us. Boy, was this a bad day. Then it stopped raining, but Mom wouldn't let us go outside because it was too muddy. And my baseball game was canceled because the field was too wet. This was the worst day ever. Then my dad came home. He had a surprise for me. It was a truck, just like the one he had broken. He brought my sister a surprise too. Today was just a bad day, but at least it had a happy ending. The end. So, parents, this would be a good time to talk about maybe what makes you mad, and then maybe how's a healthy way to deal with that feeling of being mad. You might punch a pillow, or you might draw, or you might go to your room and be alone for a few minutes. So it's a good time to think about maybe healthy ways of showing that you're mad or asking for a break. Some of my students, even the little ones, can learn how to ask for a break. So this is a great book to kind of lead into those discussions. So moving forward, I'm going to highlight something that I've talked about before. I almost didn't do this today because I have talked about it before, but one thing about therapy and about teaching your preschooler is that we do a lot of repetition. things that children are not going to get overnight. So we do things over and over and over to work on those skills. So the thing I'm going to mention today would be your shapes. This shape is a rectangle. It's like a door. So work on those shapes: rectangle, square, circle, rhombus or diamond, star, crescent or moon. All those shapes are great to work on. You can take a piece of paper, do your broken rectangle that we're going to trace. Remember to watch your grip as always. We're going to trace on this broken line to come up with our rectangle. It has 4 sides like a door. Once you have traced, get your scissors. Remember, your thumb is on top. It's the boss. We can mark the thumb or put a little sticker on it to help us remember that it goes on the top. And we're going to cut out this rectangle. Remember, we're going to go open, close, open, close. Some children may need hand-over-hand assistance. That is all right. Some of my students use adaptive scissors, and I know you probably don't have those at home. Open, close. So just anything to work on that movement. And even if your child can't cut much at all, work on holding the paper with that other hand. Cutting is a great activity because it uses 2 hands. You have to really use 2 hands in order to cut. So that's one reason that I like cutting so much. So anyway, cut out your rectangle or whatever square you have done, whatever shape you have done. Use your glue stick or your regular glue. Remember, we put the glue on the object that we have cut. Put your glue on it and then match it up to the outline on the other part of the paper. Voila. So don't forget to be doing that with your child. The next thing I was going to highlight today is making a paper airplane. Taking it back old school. Take your paper, fold at the top, 2 little triangles in halfway, or not halfway, but just little triangles at the top, like so. And once you've got them folded in, you're going to fold your paper in half, like so. I'll do it over here on this one. Fold your paper in half, fold out 1, fold out 2, and you have made a paper airplane. That was a little too confusing. You can look up those directions online. Remember, 1, I'm going to fold it in half, 2, fold out 3, fold out 4. Now, your preschooler would probably have to have some help with this, but it would be fun. You can make a couple and try to fly them around the room. I'm trying to give suggestions of things that you have at home that you don't have to go out and buy. So you should have some paper at home and can make a paper airplane. The next thing I'm going to show you how to make is a fan. You're going to take your paper and fold it about 1 inch towards you. Pick up your paper, fold it away from you about 1 inch. Pick it up, fold it toward you, pick it up, fold it away from you, and so on, all the way to the end of your paper. We are going to be making a fan. Ta-da! And then once you've got your whole paper folded, fold it at the very end to give your fingers something to hold and spread it out, and you've got a fan. You can fan yourself. It's getting hotter outside and you've made yourself a fan you can take out if it's too hot. So that gives you 2 cool things to make out of paper. So I hope you'll give those a chance. Remember, as always, on your fine motor skills, like I mentioned before, watch your grip. Remember to think about those your adaptive skills like buttoning and unbuttoning, putting shoes off and on, learning to tie shoes, work on independence with nightly routines, getting ready for bed, bath, teeth, all those things. Remember to think about heavy work, whether that's on a playground or swing set, or running around your house, or practicing some of my animal moves from Sensory Motor Thursday. I'm going to be moving on into just some straight out kind of exercisey moves over the next few weeks. Remember, you can push against the wall or do chair push-ups up and down, up and down. Help with chores like vacuuming or sweeping, or you can always pull a friend or some heavy books on a towel or on a little blanket. Just anything to get out some energy. One thing little Critter could have done is he could have asked for a break. Just, Mom, I need a break. So that's something that you can work with your child on during this time of online learning. So anyway, I hope everything is going well for you in your home. As always, reach out if you have any questions or concerns, or I can help you in any way. It's T. McKenzie, McKenzie @gcbe.org. Or you can send me a message on Dojo, and I will be back tomorrow with your fine motor tip of the day for Tuesday. Have a wonderful Monday. Bye-bye.